Ubumwe Community Center always prioritizes inclusiveness. This can be best witnessed in the primary school, where faculty and staff are always working to integrate and accommodate those with learning differences, as well as those with physical disabilities. The mission of an integrative system goes beyond the classroom though, with directors at UCC always looking for ways to diversify their programs in a way that all involved get the most out of the programs they are a part of. One program that exemplifies this is Ubumwe Community Center's music program. Music is something most everyone can enjoy. It has a rare ability to bring people together despite their differences. A group of students from UCC's House of Children School gathered to sing "We Are the World," and with them we found Jean-Paul, Theopiste, and Agrippine, who too were singing and dancing around the small music room. While everyone was singing, Nsanzimana Eli arrived, with his mother, Kiza Odette, and joined in. Nsanzimana was born with a similar set of challenges as Jean-Paul and his sisters. He and his mother had come from their home in Kibirizi sector in Gisagara district in the southern province. They had come to visit a friend in Rubavu and to visit Ubumwe Community Center. To see if it could be a potential place for Nsanzimana to learn, as well as be a home for him, an accepting community away from the abuse of his neighbors. Nsanzimana's story had previously been reported on. In response to that report, he and his mother had received some of the aid they needed to survive. But with the outbreak of the coronavirus, people forgot about them, and the conditions they had been living in have been critically poor. We asked Odette whether anything had changed for them socially after his story spread around the world, and how it felt to see him interact with children with similar strengths and challenges, as well as to be accepted for who he is by Ubumwe community. My name is Kiza Odette. My son was in critical condition, facing both physical and emotional trauma at the hands of our neighbors. He has never before been accepted by our community due to his differences. It has been near impossible for me to stop the aggressors. No one owns up to their hateful actions, and if I do not see who has done it, then nothing can be done. After the media discovered my son, I was contacted by people in Kigali. They cared about us and sent us donations. Even foreigners would send support. I'm so happy that I've been able to accept myself and that I could witness the emotional and physical growth of my son. Seeing children with whom my son can share similar experiences makes me happy. To see he is not alone in his struggles and his triumphs brings me joy. I will be so happy if my son can live here in a community that accepts him for who he is. When we arrived here, I saw him enter into the room with the children singing. He was able to integrate so quickly, despite the fact that he had been conditioned to shy away from strangers to avoid harm. I have so much happiness in my heart to see my child with people who love and accept him, and others like him. All I want is that my child can come here and be at the center. After the world got to know my son, my lifestyle could change due to the support we received. but once Corona took over our lives, people forgot about us, and so our living conditions had to change back to how they were before. I implore anyone who has resources to please consider supporting our family and to bring him into a safe environment.
Mu bigaragara bari abana imiryango twanatanga n'ubutumwa kugira ngo imiryango ifite abana bafite ubumuga.
Nsanzimana David, the music teacher, confirms that music is therapy for everyone and brings communities together. David describes music as a bridge that can connect everyone despite their differences. I advise families who are raising a child with special needs not to hide their child from society, but to surround themselves, if possible, with a community of understanding and acceptance. For instance, before reaching the center, the three siblings struggled to live, but now they are happy because they have found a place where being different isn't just accepted, it's celebrated. They now come to the music room 3 days a week to sing and dance with their friends from primary school. Their enthusiasm is like a virus, the way it spreads to their peers with such efficiency. Jean-Paul loves to imitate me when I play piano, to hit the keys and know that he is the one making the sounds come alive. Nsanzimana shares similar disabilities as the other three children. He is still becoming comfortable around people, but that will change over time. You could see he wasn't used to being around people, especially of his age. Do not hide your children if they have disabilities, but help them to integrate with people who will accept them no matter what. Directors at Ubumwe Community Center agree with this sentiment, that all people should be able to grow in a safe, progressive, and diverse environment. It is clear that it is not just neurodivergent people who benefit from this integrative type of community, but is highly beneficial for neurotypical people as well. Disability is not inability. And in a community like this, everyone learns from each other. Once UCC has more funds, they will be able to support the growth of more children whose physical, neurological, or socioeconomic differences would otherwise prohibit them from receiving the education and communal support they need.
Iyo umubyeyi azanye umwana we akabona ko atari we wenyine ufite ikibazo.
Ndabaramiye Frederick, legal assistant at UCC, expresses his gratitude to those parents who bring their children to the center, and talks about how much it improves the lives of the children, as well as the community. He praises Odette for her desire to provide this opportunity for her son, and admires her for her perseverance in working towards acceptance and growth. All visits help parents to see and experience how incredible life can be. In this center, we have people of all ages. We have youth, we have physical disabilities, neurological disabilities, elderly people. Odette wants to bring her son here so he can be accepted into a community where he will gain so many skills. In order for us to make this possible and bring Nsanzimana into our care and provide him with what he needs, we will need to find more funds from existing and new sponsors, donors, and partners. In partnership with parents and sponsors, we want people to witness the change in the lives of our children. We want the world to see the way we care for these children. When a parent visits their child here and see the improvement, their happiness is incalculable. And here at UCC, we are happy. By little, we are reaching our goals.
Umwana ko yanasuye. Iyo umubyeyi asuye umwana uri hano bimwongerera capacity, bivuga ntya bimwongerera imbaraga zo kumva noneho hari umuntu umwitayeho, hari umubyeyi umwitayeho, hari umuntu kumufasha. Kuri twebwe rero by'umwihariko biradushimisha, biradufasha kuko turimo kugera ku ntego twihaye. Murakoze.
Albert Einstein said, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." UCC is building a community where everyone can be who they are and bring their unique gifts to the world. Thank you for watching. Please share with your friends and subscribe. Thank you.